Hey guys, how's it going today? Estee McCrawly coming to you with another Wi-Fi battle. Today it's against my friend Jared. And in the team preview, I was looking and I was seeing he's got a couple of familiar Pokemon, the Ferrothorn and the Togekiss, that I also run on my team. That Ferrothorn, beastly defensive wall, and the Togekiss with the quad resist to bug and fighting, which can be pretty lethal. But I also saw my Blaziken had super effective stabs on 4 out of his 6 Pokemon. So I was thinking I was going to have a decently easy time against him. But he's got the sticky web, or I predicted a sticky web Galvantula, and the stealth rock spikes Ferrothorn. So I was figuring he was going to lead off with one of those. And let's get the battle started. So since I predicted that he was going to lead off with either his Galvantula or his Ferrothorn, I didn't want to put out the Blaziken just in case. I threw out the Hydreigon because it has the flamethrower. But he actually leads off with his Garchomp, which is not good since he's going to outspeed me. But I don't know if he predicts the switch out on my part, or if he was predicting me to outspeed him with a Dragon type move or something. But he switches out into his Lucario, and I switch out into my Ferrothorn. So I don't know if he was predicting me to switch out to my Ferrothorn, or if he was just switching out for the fighting type move on Hydreigon. But he's going to go for the Mega Evolution now. So this tells me that Lucario is his Mega, not the Garchomp. And he goes straight for the Aura Sphere. I stay in with Ferrothorn because I know I can live at least one. And you see I hang on with about 19 health, 17 health. I go straight for the Stealth Rocks. And I figure he's not going to do much against his team except against the Togekiss, but that could turn into a real problem. And here he finishes me off with the Aura Sphere. I stay in just in case he predicts something and goes for a status boosting move, but he takes out my Ferrothorn early, which is pretty good on his part. Now now I go on my Blaziken for the revenge kill, and I figure he's gonna withdraw, and he goes into the Garchomp, and I go for the Mega Evolution here to increase that attack stat. And since I was predicting, I didn't know what he was going to switch into, but I was thinking maybe the Greninja. But I go for the high jump kick because I know he was going to switch into something that would resist the fire, because that was the obvious choice. I get the critical hit. I'm not too sure how much of a difference it would have made, especially with the speed boost. I would have been able to outspeed the Garchomp next round anyways. But now he goes into the Greninja. This was an interesting choice on his part, considering I'd outspeed with the high jump kick. But you see, I get the miss here, which is incredibly unfortunate. Kind of made me a little mad. And now he's gonna finish me off with the Surf. That was kind of a waste of the Mega Evolution. That's alright. So I'm gonna go in with he reveals the Life Orb there. Now I'm gonna go in with the Rotom. He's gonna withdraw, predicting the electric type move. Go straight into his Ferrothorn. Tank the electric or the water type move. And I do go for the Volt Switch. I figured he was gonna switch, and I just wanted to go for the Volt Switch so I could switch and get a little bit of damage off and get the type advantage. So I'm gonna go into my Hydreigon, and he's gonna predict the Flamethrower. So he's gonna switch out, go into his Togekiss, his special defensive wall, and then Stealth Rocks are gonna. This is the only Pokemon Stealth Rocks is really gonna affect. I guess the Galvantula as well, but this is a really tanky Pokemon. I don't know what kind of set he has on this, but he shows he has the leftovers. I switch out fearing the 6 times Fairy type move, so I'm gonna switch out into my Rotom, and he roosts, which I'm probably predicting the switch, and even if not, I wouldn't have. Even with just the Flamethrower, he still would have gained some health. But he's gonna predict the electric type move. He's gonna switch back out into his Ferrothorn. Get a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage off. Just a little bit of residual every time he decides to switch. I predict the switch and go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I miss, and I go for another Will-O-Wisp, and I still miss. So that's 2 misses in a row, and that kind of made me mad, especially after that high jump kick miss. So I missed high jump kick and 285 accuracies in a row. But now he's going to switch out into his Galvantula. This is and then I'm gonna go. I didn't know what he was gonna do. I'm locked in the Will-O-Wisp anyways. I just wanted to get a Will-O-Wisp off on that Ferrothorn. And I get the burn on the Galvantula, but he has the Lumberry. So I'm just getting out of there. I know he's gonna Thunder. So I switch out into my Gengar, since Gengar isn't too useful at this point. He's gonna go for the Thunder. And even after Stealth Rock's damage, he isn't able to finish me off, which is great. I'm gonna take this thing out with a quick Sludge Bomb. Gotta love my Gengar. And he goes back out into his Togekiss. I thought this was an interesting choice since it's weak to the. I don't know if he misclicked or what, but I don't know why. I mean, he was predicting the Sludge Bomb, and obviously it's not going to affect the Ferrothorn, but he just took unnecessary Stealth Rock's damage onto his Togekiss. He could have just switched out into his Ferrothorn to begin with. I'm going to go with the Shadow Ball, do a little more than half, then go for the Gyro Ball and finish me off. And I'm okay with that. Gengar, the only purpose he would have had was Sludge Bomb that Togekiss, but it's got a lot of special defense anyways. I'm going to switch back into my Hydreigon. Go for the revenge kill. It's predicting another flamethrower, so he's switching out back into his Togekiss, his special defensive wall. It's more Stealth Rock's damage off. So here comes. I'm always hoping for the burn. I was hoping for the burn the whole time I used flamethrower. He's gonna store a little bit of health with leftovers. At this point, I think I could finish him off with the flamethrower, so I'm staying in. But he switches out into his Lucario. I don't know if he was predicting me to switch as well, but I definitely stayed in with the flamethrower, and that's easily gonna floor the Lucario. So there goes his Mega Evolution. I was gonna send out his Greninja, which is definitely gonna outspeed me. But at this point, I didn't really have anything to switch into, and I figured I could live an Ice Beam. Greninja isn't too specially offensive. And I got some pretty decent special defenses, but he gets the critical hit. I don't know if I would have survived. I know I have survived Ice Beams from Protean Greninja in the past with yellow health, so I was pretty confident I was going to survive that. I go into my Rotom, try and get the revenge kill, but he withdraws. I don't know how smart that was on his part, considering he was Ice, so I wouldn't have gotten Stab. Or I wouldn't have gotten I would have gotten Stab. I wouldn't have gotten super effective damage. But he goes back into his Ferrothorn, predicting the Volt Switch, which I'm okay with. I'm going to take his Ferrothorn down the red health now. So slowly whittling that thing down. I'm going to go back into I'm going to go into my Togekiss now, knowing I can outspeed, and I can hit him with the Air Slash, since he's got pretty low lower special defenses, and I do hit and take out the Ferrothorn, so that's out of the way. Now he sends out his Greninja, and I figure I may as well stay in with my Togekiss this time. Whether I live or die, it's not gonna serve too much of a purpose, and I want to reserve the health of my Pokemon that I still have left, which I think now is only my Rotom. He's gonna take a little bit more that Life Orb damage. I think Rotom's my last Pokemon. He's got this Greninja and the Togekiss. So I'm going to hit him with the Volt Switch, which is all. And you see I do take him out. So the Greninja's out of the way. So now it's just a 1v1, me versus the Togekiss. So here we go. This is where that Stealth Rock's. You see he's one. I'm going to finish him off now, but that Stealth Rock's damage when we switched in that one time, I don't know if I would have taken him out with the Volt Switch there. So it was all in all, it was a pretty close battle. I enjoyed it. Good game with my friend Jared. And if you guys want to challenge me or got any feedback from my team, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time.